Traders, what's going on, guys? Cleveland here. Time for another Monday breakdown on Wednesday. Okay, I know I actually flew out to Colorado last weekend, and I flew in Monday night, got situated on Tuesday, so I'm here Wednesday cranking it out for you guys. But we did have a webinar last night in the community, Tuesday night, and we had some interesting moves that actually played out. So what I'm going to do is have a snippet from all three of the moves, and I hope you guys don't mind if I share it with you, because it won't be me, it'll be me last night. And then we can kind of go into what I was looking for last night and kind of what we're seeing happen right now. Okay, so here's a little snippet on the Euro idea that I had. Euro was ranging around pretty tight range, okay, because Euro on average, it's very extended, right? I mean, it's moving, 5-month run, but on average, when we get those levels of consolidation, those little ranges, they're on average 100 to 150 pips. Well, the one last night that I'm looking at right now, I was saying how last night it was only 50 pips, so we're either going to crack lower or we're going to crack higher. And yeah, I had an idea that we potentially could crack higher, and that's what we did. Check out the snippet from last night.
Do not play in this Euro unless you start seeing price action down here, because you will get washed out. Remember, it's a very tight range, but the range could exist like after another leg higher, right? So this could be the range, and then we fall back to the base. Okay, so there could be one more leg that this thing wants to run to the high 17s, and then you're going to have your 100, 120 pip range that we were talking about. All right, it may not have to push lower. All I'm saying is the market tends to show us these ranges, and I don't think we should ignore them.
Okay, so again, it looks nice. They had a nice ceiling, a nice floor there at what we're looking at, 1630s, but we never got out of that. And I wanted to make sure that nobody was playing within that range. It's so dangerous, okay? If you were playing short and you didn't have any kind of momentum to show you that we were going to short, you got screwed out of a couple hundred pips. It looks like we ran 80 pips, okay? So be careful playing in the ranges. I like to take the cracks higher, or if you want to go long, then it's a little bit different, right? You're in a very momentous market. Right now, long is working out. So if you want to catch at the bottom of the range, that could have worked out. That's the exact same idea I had on the Aussie dollar, okay? So I had 3 opportunities for the Aussie dollar. We had a sell side opportunity if we broke the low. We had a buy side opportunity if we broke the high. But we also had a buy side opportunity if we meandered around the low and we actually formed some 4-hour candles that gave us a little ceiling that we could crack higher. And that's exactly what happened. So check out that snippet there as well.
Holding it. So I would want to see some 4-hour price structures, that are actually showing me that, hey, we have all these 4-hour dojis, at this low. We are not breaking this freaking 79 flat level, and then what could we do after that? We could just put a pending order at the high of that consolidation down here at this low, and then just hope to ride it back up into the high, and then hope for a continuation as well. So that's what I would want to see. But
Cool, I'll see you.
All right.
Had our equities guy John stop in for a second. Sorry about that. So last night mentioned that we could hang around that low for a second, break that high, and that's exactly what we saw. So again, same thing. Okay, do not play within the range short side. All right, you're gonna get screwed over. I've dealt with this now for the past 4 or 5 weeks, and I'm learning my lesson. All right, I'm learning my lesson. Okay, so pound also had a pretty good idea for the pound. Let's go over the snippet. We're looking for a break at 30.50. Got that break sitting at the high right now. We'll go into the charts and show you where we're at, but check out the idea for pound.
Now I'm definitely long pound. Everyone should be long pound. Everyone should be long everything that isn't the U.S. dollar. It's just about, the timing of it. So let's just keep a look on this GBP USD. Let's see if we're going to get the crack higher, because if we do, I'm going to be long. I personally see that if we can get back up into the 30 40s, 30 mids, 30 50s, I think we should start taking it back long. Okay? I think we should start taking it back long. So let's wait.
So pound out of all these trades, and I've been talking to a lot of my guys, pound out of all these trades look the best to us in terms of it not yet ripping dramatically hundreds and hundreds of pips, okay? We're still stuck in a fairly tight weekly range. We broke the 23.6, and then we're now sitting at a 38.2, and we're looking pretty nice to run to a 50. Okay, and that 50 is over 500 pips away, all right? So there's a lot of upside potential on the pound that we just really want to see a continuation in that, and we're probably going to be holding these things out, all right? So we had some pretty dovish remarks today in terms of, things coming out economically, which gave us the runs that we just saw. And so, maybe we can just go into the charts now, all right, if you guys don't mind. And I'm going to go into the charts and kind of give us an idea as to where we see these things, these markets to go over the next couple of days, all right? I know we're coming out with a breakdown in the next couple of days, like 5 days or so, but, it won't hurt us to kind of cover today, Thursday, and Friday to see where we're at and see where we're at economically. The economic video is coming out. All right, the economic video is coming out. It's coming out this week. Last week, I forgot I had to fly out. I was like, damn, it's probably not going to be cranked out. Cranking out on the economic video this week, okay? So you guys, don't worry about that. And a couple other things coming as well, all right? So look, let's pull over into these charts. Let's see where we're at. Okay, that was yesterday. That was last night's price action. Let's see where we're at right now, and let's see where we can go. Okay, cool. Let's pull over into charts.
All right, traders, let's pull over into these charts. As you can notice, I'm staring at this Euro USD, and man, boy, oh boy, are we pushing. So notice, guys, the level we mentioned last night on that Tuesday night session, how we never broke. We never broke. So you really should have never gotten triggered short in this Euro U, okay? And we did end up cracking out of that high. And right now, man, this thing is racing, man. 1770s is where we are. So if we look at it, we are at the 38.2 officially on the monthly fib here on this Euro USD. Man, it is running and it is time. I mean, we've looked at that level last week. We mentioned the 1440s, actually the 1480s as a level of the last ditch effort, and we talked about it We talked about it and we said, man, 1480s could easily be broken. And we could easily run up into this 38.2 because, folks, overall, you got to think about it. Okay, at the end of the day, this was a very, very suppressed market under that 23.6. You could see an explosive move out of it merely just because the retracement was so minute beforehand. Okay, for this market to have ranged, for 2 years under this level, it is easy to have a directional move with what's happening right now in these economies. Okay, it's very easy. You guys know what's going on. And so for this Aussie dollar, same thing. Same thing. We mentioned that we needed to break that low, and we never broke. And look what's happened. We've raced out. Okay, so again, Aussie wanted to look for a pullback on that Aussie more than anything, but we just know what's going on in terms of momentum here, and things went monstrously in the bullish direction. So again, same idea, folks. These markets could run. This could easily come to 82. That's definitely the next target for this Aussie dollar. And if we pull over into the monthly, this thing could easily run to the 61.8, so 85, to be honest with you. GBP, same thing. We were looking at it to crack the 30.50 level, okay? And once we cracked, we raced out. And so a lot of the top traders got in on these moves, man. What we had drawn up was this, okay? So this is what we saw. So what I was saying in the webinar, I was like, okay, guys, we have a low here. We have a higher high, okay? We have a lower high. We have a higher high. Is this going to be our lower high? I mean, is this going to be our lower high, all right, or a higher low? Sorry. And, we kind of had an idea that, hey, look, if markets could crack this level, it is very probable that we would end up getting a continuation outside of the range here. And that's exactly what we saw happen, all right? So on this end, things are performing pretty well. I could just see these markets continuing doing the stair step. The breakouts are in, okay? There is no more mean divergence happening on our three pairs. And so it's just very interesting to see how much momentum is prevailing in these markets. Euro CAD is something, USD CAD is something else that we were looking at. We were actually looking at this nice, cute little box that was drawn up here where we were basically saying, hey, could markets crack higher or could they crack lower? Look at the stair stepping happening. We had an idea that markets could crack lower, and then we got another little push outside the range there, okay? So, guys, we really just can see these things continuing. Okay, let's talk about it in the fundamental video that we're going to be pushing out there this week, and we can, just follow up in terms of price action, and then we'll have another release of where we are technically on Monday. But hey, by the time the fundamental video comes out this week, let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. Look at that fucking NZD USD. Sorry for the language, but holy cow, man. Everyone was looking at this 74 level because that was the last ditch effort. All right, if I pull over into the monthly, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right. So right here, the 74, high 73 level was, the markets were suppressed underneath the range, and now we're just cracking outside of the range. And really, there's just a lot of volatility everywhere, folks. So again, lots of money to be made. I was actually looking at this Aussie USD, Aussie NZD to push higher, but I don't want to get you guys all caught up. with a bunch of different pairs. At the end of the day, Euro U continuation, can see it happening. We officially made the 100 pip range that I was talking about. If you're in our trading room, then I was mentioning how these ranges usually span 100 pips. Well, we have officially made the 100 pip range, so this market may start wobbling around here. So might be something short term. Who knows? Who knows if we're going to get anything short term in terms of a sell side move? We just got to wait and see how price action reacts on this 4-hour overnight. But other than that, yeah, Euro, it can keep racing. Aussie can keep racing. Pound is the best bet you have right now in terms of an opportunity, because if there's anything that is undervalued at the moment, purely just based off of economics, well, we have to go with the pound, because from the high, okay, we've been drawing fibs right there. From the high to the low, folks, guess where we are? Okay, we're here. Guys, we could easily get to the 38.2. Okay, we could easily get to the 50. Let's make some money on this fucking pound, all right? So, guys, your profit always, okay, always is my motive. I want to help you guys make some money. Let's see what we get. I will be in the, I'll see you guys in the webinar, not in the webinar, but in the fundamental breakdown later on this week, okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Just comment below, and please like and sub. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.